Hello and welcome to Cars 100, and on today's review I have two cars, so it's also a comparison video between the A6 and S6. So let's not waste any more time and let's jump into it. The reason why I wanted to make this video is for the simple fact of how understated the Audi cars are in terms of the performance and what they are in terms of the looks as well. So these cars are different but same. The body is the same, but underneath and everything in terms of the engineering and everything else is absolutely different about these two. So this is the regular A6, as you can see in front of you here. This is just a 2.0 turbo engine that this car has. It's just 250 plus horsepower, and I would say that this is a very nice daily car that you can use every day, and it looks very sharp, very German, very serious looking car in terms of the how it feels, how it sounds. Also in terms of the engine, it gives you a little feedback as well, but nothing compared to the S6, of course, which we're gonna look in a little bit. But the design is really nice. It looks very cool. It has a very nice sharp lines. The German design is here. This is the S-Line package that this car comes with, and these are very nice alloy wheels as well. As you can see, the brakes there are really nice as well, so there is a stopping power here. On S6, once again, it's going to be a little bit better brakes as well. But overall, this car looks really nice. These rear lights as well, these are LED lights in the back as well as up front. And you have the double exhaust in the back as well here. Very nice, cool look to the car in terms of the business sedan as well. And you know, I think these cars are good for any age types, and I think everybody can benefit from the 4 doors that this car comes with, and the big trunk as well, which we're gonna look into inside of this car in a little bit. So let's jump inside. To enter this Audi, you have this very nice key fob by Audi. Very nice weight to it. You have 2 keys here. This is a brand new vehicle. And you have panic button here, unlock, automatic trunk release, lock of course, and the Audi logo here. Really feels nice in your hand. And you can just keep this key fob in your pocket, and you can lock the car by this grooved edge here, and unlock of the car sensor behind the door opener handle. And as you can see here, these are premium materials. This is a luxury sedan. Very nice everything in terms of the touch controls. You have a memory seating here as well. You have a lock unlock. You have a mirror controls. You can fold them and unfold them automatically. You have automatic up and down on all 4 corners of the car in terms of the windows. And overall, Bose sound system comes with this car as an option. You have a very nice automatic trunk opener here as well. You have a bottle holder here, which will hold pretty big bottle, and some storage. But overall, very nice design. You have a blind spot monitoring here. You can just turn it off by clicking conveniently, same location where it is. And as you can see here, you have the door seals right here. They're aluminum. You have a very nice seating options here as well. This is a luxury vehicle, less sporty than luxury, so you don't get a lot of bolstering in this car. You have very nice seat controls here as well, automatic seat controls. You have very nice pedals there as well. Very nice steering wheel here as well. Very good. Somewhat thick, not flat bottom, but we're gonna look into that in a second. Let's jump inside. It's a very nice and very luxury interior, I should say. I'm a fan of this tach and speedo. They kind of concaved to the side, kind of towards the middle, so that's very driver oriented cockpit. and you have a very nice infotainment system as well. You have very nice controls here overall in terms of the navigation of this car, multimedia and climate controls. You have storage, plenty of storage here everywhere. You can just close the storage here. This is a wood material here, and you have a start-stop button here as well. You have a very nice transmission lever. As you can see here, you have a sport mode as well. You have an automatic parking brake, and you have some controls here in terms of the infotainment as well. So overall, you have lots of controls, not a lot of buttons though. Overall, you have these controls. These controls I will show you soon. These will control the infotainment options on the screen. You have 4 different layouts. So let's start the car. So as you can see here, you have this middle display here as well, so you can control the different options and information that the vehicle provides you with, and you can just scroll through different options by clicking this and going up and down in different menus. Overall, I like this very nice red color to the lighting in a car as well. It looks very nice. It feels very good. It feels very premium at the same time. Audis have never let me down personally in terms of the interior. Always interior has been one of the best features of the Audis. You have a quattro all-wheel drive system. This is Audi's premium all-wheel drive system. You have very nice glove box here as well. Pretty roomy, I would say. And you have a different options in terms of the storage throughout the car as well. You have 2 cup holders here. You have option here for the top and for the bottom as well. You have 2 USB options here as well. You have a 12-volt power outlet here as well. Overall, you have very nice coin holder here, felt lined coin holder. That's really cool. And you also have the options here for the extra storage that you need in front of the climate control options. And in terms of the climate control options, you have very nice display here to show you information about the climate in the car, and you can just control it like this. Overall, you'll see that display as well on the center infotainment. And speaking of that infotainment, you will have different options. Like I said, if you go into menu options here, as you remember, those 4 options that you had here, so the top ones, for example, would be the time, right? And this time options that you can control by the clicking of the intuitively to that direction, and it will light up the red color here as well. To go back, you just click back, and it's very simple learning curve in this car in terms of the understanding infotainment and how it works and everything else. You also have a screen up and down here as well. If it bothers you, you can just have the flush feel to the car, like there is no infotainment screen in the middle. That's pretty cool. That's one of the nice options that these cars have. In terms of the steering wheel, you don't get the flat bottom steering wheel in this car, but this is not a sports car. This is more of a sports type of feel to the luxury vehicle. So you have very nice 10 and 2 notches here as well, and you have very nice bolstering overall in terms of the steering wheel feel, and you have very good options in terms of the thickness of the wheel as well. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, but at the same time you have many different options on this steering wheel as well, including the option to manipulate the heated steering wheel. So that's really cool, that's really convenient. You also have a very nice cruise control options there as well. Overall, this car gives you many different options. Actually, option Bose system for this car as well. It's one of the options that you can put on this car, which I highly recommend. It's a very nice sound system. So let's check out the back seats. As you can see here, you have a very nice cigarette ash holder. That's really good. Somewhat old school type of feel, I would say. Classic feel. You have very nice options here in terms of the back seats as well. You have a rear climate controls. You have a heated back seats as well in this car, which is an option. You can have that. You have two vents here. You can control how much air will come out of them. You have very nice options for the storage as well, but overall very good in terms of the cup holders here as well in the armrests like this. And I would say it's a very good headroom as well. I'm 6 feet tall, and I feel comfortably sitting here, except the seat. If it would go a little bit further, I would be more comfortable here. Let's check out the trunk space. In order to open the trunk, just click, you just press and hold the button, automatic trunk release button. As you can see here, you have many different options for all-weather capabilities of this car in terms of the floor mats, just the floor mats, but also this car will be very nice if you use it in the snow because it's a quattro all-wheel drive car. But in terms of the trunk space, you have a very big trunk space as well. You have different options here for storage as well. Very good, very convenient. You can drop down these seats as well, and you have more storage if you want to put something like skis or golf bags. That would be convenient as well. For the S6, so we can see the differences in this car compared to the A6. As you can see, the design of this car, this is a sport version of the A6, and you have many different hints in terms of the body kit and the side skirts and the exhaust, of course, the quad exhaust in the back, and S6 logo will imply that this car has V8 and it has 450 horsepower. So that's a really high performance vehicle that you can actually use every day, and it has the same space and same capabilities as the regular A6, but you have more power and you have better performance, better dynamics, you have a better brakes, you have a better design as well. And overall, this car looks really nice. You have different options here for this car as well. As you can see, this car comes with a black optics package that includes the wheels, and also different options in terms of the red brake calipers. And overall, it has also the optional exhaust system, the sport exhaust system Audi calls it, and that exhaust system sounds absolutely awesome. The same size wheels all around, 255/20 wheels, so they are basically 255 in width and 20-inch in diameter. You have a very nice lights here that go almost around the front of the vehicle, really cool looking as well. These are LED lights, but overall you have a very nice brakes here as well, and these brakes are enormous, and they should be able to stop the car very fast. You have also very nice V8 turbo badge there as well. To enter this S6, you have the same key as the A6, but you have the S6 logo in the back, so that's kind of a nice touch as well. You can also keep this key fob in your pocket, and you can lock it by the grooved edge here, square here, and you can unlock it by the sensor behind the door opener handle. And as you can see here, the differences continue in the inside of the car as well. You have a design selection here, implying that this car has been given extra options in terms of the carbon fiber here, suede, red leather. This is a very premium looking vehicle, and it looks and it feels so. And this is a real carbon fiber inlays, really nice touch. You have also Bose sound system here in this car as well. You have very nice side sills as well. Also, you have very nice seats here. As you can see, these are more bolstered seats. You have the same controls, but you sit a little lower, you sit a little bit deeper, and you have more bolstering here. You have very nice diamond stitched leather here, very good touch. You also have a S6 logo up front, and you have non-adjustable headrests as well, to also imply the sporty nature of this car. But overall, everything is the same except more sporty appeal of this car. As you can see, this car is a little bit different. You have a different steering wheel here. You have a more sporty steering wheel, much more performance based steering wheel. It's a little bit thicker as well. It's flat bottom. It has S6 logo here below. You have a very nice options in terms of the paddle shifters as well on the steering wheel. A very nice feel and look to them. You have the same controls for the infotainment, but you have a different look on the speedo and tach, and they look a little bit grayish in terms of the color, implying that it's a more sporty nature of the vehicle. You also have very nice options here. You have a S6 logo here on the gear lever as well. You have very good same kind of controls as you have on A6, but you have a red surrounding the start stop button here as well. You have difference in terms of the dashboard, having this carbon fiber, real carbon fiber with Quattro logo on it instead of a wood finish. And you also have the same folding infotainment system in the middle. And let's start the car. And as you hear, this is the sport exhaust that you can option for this car, and you have very nice red here, implying the red line of the car. You also have a very nice gauges here. Let's check out the biggest difference, what's under the hood. And as you can see here, this is that V8 that distinguishes mainly this car from the regular A6. The power plant that this car comes with, huge power plant, having 450 horsepower under your disposal. This is the S6. You can see the different options and standard features of the car. You have 18 miles per gallon combined, 16 in the city and 24 on the highway. You can also pause the video at any second to see the standard and optional features of the car. You have a different 26 miles per gallon combined, as having a 4-cylinder instead of the V8, so twice more cylinders in S6. But you have 26 miles per gallon combined, and you have 22 in the city and 31 on the highway.